Just leaving Taunton now. Well, I'm still very much in it, but I'm taking the path out of town. And, well, to be honest, things aren't feeling great at the moment with the blisters. I'm just hoping they do settle down. But I'll keep you informed anyway. Here we go. I've turned away from the River Tone now. And I've picked up the Taunton and Bridgwater Canal, which I'll follow to Creech St Michael. I believe that's the remains of an old alehouse called the White Horse. It was built to service the Chard Canal, which fell into disuse not that long after it was built. There's a pillbox in there apparently, but I think it's quite nettly, so I'm not going to investigate further. Just coming into Creech St Michael now. I'll have a break here. I think there's a picnic area a bit further on. Sit on this lovely bench. I thought a bit about the box for today. Now I'm heading towards Glastonbury, but it's over 20 miles, so realistically I'm not going to get there today. Even if I really pushed it, I'm not going to do it, it would be stupid. So to save on the accommodation, I've actually booked a campsite in Glastonbury for 2 nights. And there is a bus service between Taunton and Glastonbury, so if I can catch that, walk about halfway today, catch that to Glastonbury, and I could stay the night in the campsite, bus back tomorrow morning and walk the rest of the way to Glastonbury, and then stay the second night in the campsite, which also, I've just occurred to me, also means I won't have to carry the tent tomorrow, which is a bonus in my book. Lighter pack. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do anyway. Campsite's booked. All I need to do is get to the bus stop in time for the last bus and hope it turns up. Pillbox. I've left the canal towpath for this path along the River Tone, and it's not as good. It's not bad. If it stays like this, it'll be okay. Just not quite as good as the canal path, obviously. But I just passed some people with loads and loads of dogs. Must have had about 20 dogs with them, all kinds of breeds. And once I'd left them behind, a Springer came bounding up, and he wanted me to keep throwing this branch for him over and over again, which I did a few times, and then eventually he did the whistles of the people, and he went back. Cute dog. I think we're now into what they call the Somerset Levels. Hundreds of years ago, I suspect all this would have been marshland, and with little bits of land sticking up here and there where the settlements would have been. So that was fun. They got out of my way when I walked right up to them, and then they all followed me. But luckily, they seemed to understand when I swore at them, and they stopped. More cows. All the field they've got, and they're on the path. Why? I did not realise this was going to be so full of cows. You know, this really isn't the easiest walking. As soon as I get to Minor Road, I'm going to take it. I'll leave this path. I just rounded the corner and saw those cows. My heart just sank. But they're on the other side of the river. Yay! Can't touch me. I changed my mind. I stuck to the path as I would have been walking down a main road. I don't know if there are any footpaths or not along it, but this has been a bit easier walking than the other part. I think it's more regularly walked, so it's not so bad. Yes, that's around here, isn't it?
It's there, it's just there.
That over there is the King Alfred monument, because that is Athelney. That is where he rallied his troops for the decisive battle for England, where he defeated Guthrum and the Danes. Here's where England started. Just sat down and had a bite to eat and a breather. I'm following the river now towards the Mump, and yeah, it's always difficult to get started again. You always feel it pulling the blisters until they go a bit numb again. That there in the distance, that building on that hill, that must be Barrow Mump. This is the church at the top of Barrow Mump, and there's a fantastic viewpoint from here, right over the Somerset levels, land hundreds of years ago. Would have been water basically. This would have been an island just sticking up. Don't know if you can see right over there. There's a hill. There's a hill with something on it. That must be Glastonbury Tor. It's tomorrow's destination. I'm walking up this main road. I don't like walking up main roads, but there's literally no minor roads going the way I want to go without going miles and miles out of the way. So it's a bit dicey. I really wouldn't recommend it. I'm in Othery now, so I'm just hoping that the council have seen fit to put a footpath in sometime soon, because it is a bit dicey. That doesn't look like a real one to me. Somebody's mopped that up, haven't they? It's a very old door. It's ancient. This is the church at Othery. Very nice. After looking around the church and making a brew in the churchyard, I caught the bus to Bobsfield campsite, where I pitched up, cooked a meal and tried to rest my blisters for whatever tomorrow would bring.